amazing view right here. It is absolutely spectacular. What is up, everybody? We are doing an amazing tiny house tour for you today. I'm going to be the one touring it. I just checked in literally a few minutes ago, but I wanted to show off the outside right now. We're going to dissect not only the tiny house, but the company that actually allowed me to stay in this for the night. So a little bit unorthodox because I would normally wait until tomorrow morning to actually do a tour like this, but I had to show this off right now. This is the outside area. This is the massive deck that I am on. This is with the company called Tiny Camp Sedona. They have several tiny houses in Sedona, Arizona. I don't know if anybody's staying in that house behind me, but that's one of their houses. And this is another house that I'm staying in. I believe there are two more that are right there. Now, as I turn, you guys can see this amazing view right here. It is absolutely spectacular. The sun is setting right behind this mountain, or whatever you want to call it, the red rocks right here. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you have not gotten to Sedona, you absolutely should be getting to Sedona soon. So I'm excited to actually go check out downtown Sedona, which amazingly enough, when you book a Tiny Camp Sedona, they give you all of the recommendations, they give you everything written out, they give you all suggestions on where to go, and we're gonna go check that out, or at least I'm gonna go check that out. Look at this outdoor space. This is all part of this house. In the outdoor deck space, we have, that chair is super comfortable. I was already sitting in it and I almost fell asleep. And then you have the fire pit, propane fire pit. It is legal to run a propane fire pit when there is a fire burn happening. So awesome to have a propane fire pit. And then down here, we have a community barbecue or grill that is shared with that house over there. I don't know, maybe if they start cooking first, maybe I can just jump on whatever they're cooking. The entrance to the house, we're gonna jump in there in just a second. And on this side, we have an amazing outdoor shower. It looks like they have a hot and a cold valve. Nothing really back there, so we don't have to show that. However, we got this thing right here. Now, if I was here longer than a night, maybe I should just do it tonight. I'm not gonna show that on camera because nobody wants to see this on camera. It's sitting in a hot tub. However, they have an amazing hot tub here. Now, obviously the rates do change from day to day, so you're gonna have to go to the Tiny Camp Sedona website. This one in particular is called Grow. Tiny Camp Sedona in the Sedona location, and it's called Grow. Let's go inside the house so we can actually take a look at it. Now, the reason it's unorthodox is because I'm actually going to be showing the rest of the tour on the inside tomorrow before I check out. I want to experience the entire inside so I can give you guys the best tour possible. So let's go inside and I'll fast forward to tomorrow. Let's go. Hey everybody, we're gonna get back to the tour in just a second, but this video is sponsored by one of my favorite companies that I've been dying to work with, so thank you so much, but Wolfbox. Actually, the product is actually right here. Wolfbox is a rear view mirror camera dash cam system, I guess is the best way for me to put it. I actually have not even opened this box yet, and the funny thing is everybody does sponsored Wolfbox content of them installing it. This video is going to be a little bit different because although I am going to install this on my Ford Ranger Raptor that is outside right now, I am sitting in a van built by Nomadic Customs. A lot of my tours on this channel are vans, so I wanted to show it actually in a van. So I called up one of my buddies, Mark, that owns Nomadic Customs, and he actually installs these pretty exclusively in most of his van builds. I'd say like 90% of his vans, he actually installs the Wolfbox rear view mirror system. So we're gonna show how all of this kind of operates and works, but look at this thing. This is the rear view mirror, and it has a dash cam right here on the front that is 4K, and it actually has a rear view camera that is a 2.5K. It has amazing night vision attached to it. And listen, the reason why I'm pretty much not doing an installation video right now is because there are thousands of them, hundreds of them maybe. And I just feel like everybody does them. So I'd rather show them in something that we could actually show in like what like a lot of my viewers would actually use it for, which is van life. Yes, there are a lot of people that do the overlanding life like me, or have an overlander as a second vehicle like I have or whatever, but a lot of people want the van stuff. So in the box here, you guys can see that there's a bunch of other contraptions in here. You'll see it all. You know, again, there's a lot of unboxing. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, there is actually a lot more than I thought. So many of those videos you can watch on how to install it. Actually not as complicated as I thought it was. A lot of it is just kind of like removing panels and getting wires behind certain, you know, trim pieces, and then just running a wire back to the camera that's your rear view camera. So all of that can be done through Wolfbox. You can get extra hard wire accessories, which I highly recommend. Now, what's really interesting is in the van world, if your builder is good enough, they can actually hardwire to the house batteries. So the batteries that are running the house, which means you can actually use this as a camera setup when the vehicle is not running. But let's take a look at what is on this van, and you guys we're gonna have to show it off here. I'm hoping the lighting is seeing this properly. Now, that is actually, I parked my truck directly behind this van. You can see it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, evening, whatever you want to call it. And that is the top of my Super Pacific camper, and that is a solar panel right there. It's actually recording right now in this top screen right here. And what's really cool, you can actually move with my hand. I can look further down, I can look up, I can do all the things. Now, if I wanted to, I can switch. That is the camera here in front. There's my hand going back and forth like John Cena. People walking by, sorry about you guys. There's actually a nice walking path right there, but you can now see in the camera. Yay. And then you can go to a dual view. If Nomadic Customs set up the bumper cam that I have, that I got in that package, it can actually do a 3-screen view. Somebody's throwing out some garbage right there. But what's really nice about having it as like a security camera setup, if you have your shades up here, you can actually still be running this. It's only drawing power from the house batteries. It's not a lot of wattage power. And now I can actually see if somebody is coming into my rear door. I can maybe check out the front. It's one of those security measures for those van lifers only, like I said, because you have to have a battery source to it. If you are getting your van done by a builder, I highly recommend you saying, hey, I want the Wolfbox put in. If you're a DIYer, you can see how easy it is to put in by just following all the videos online. You can go to the Wolfbox website. They've got a plethora of videos on there as well. What is beautiful about everything I've just said, we are offering a discount for my viewers by clicking the link below for Wolfbox. Check out that link, check out Wolfbox, and get one ordered today so you can feel safe and secured and record on a dash cam. It also comes with an SD card. I think I forgot to mention that, but you can get all of those things by just clicking that link below, and you're gonna get a discount, and you'll be able to order it ready for your summertime build. I know I didn't do an install video, but I think I'm probably gonna do a follow-up video with Wolfbox because I like them that much. I am not even kidding you. All right, you might not be able to see that camera up there, but I do want to point this out. I have a Super Pacific top on the back of my truck here, right? And because of this tent, I can't see out my rearview mirror. It's pointless. You put a Wolfbox on there with this camper on there, guess what? I can now see out the back while I'm driving. Click that link below. Let's get back to the tour, because that's why a lot of you guys watched this video in the first place, but now you're getting a double whammy because now you get a tour and now you get a discount on Wolfbox. Here we go. So we are back in the tiny house. It is morning time. We got a good night's rest. And the best part about it, I was able to experience everything about Tiny Camp Sedona, at least with the Grow tiny house. And not just like what's inside. But let's go outside real quick yet again, because I want to share just a few more things with you guys outside. I noticed that the Tiny Camp Sedona is kind of like a very secluded area, at least this property, right? We are very set back from the main road. We feel like we're in the trees here. There's trees all around me here. And it almost felt like with the wood inside the house, it felt like you were kind of like in a tree house. It is also very, very romantic here. There's no TV. You are supposed to actually be one with nature here. You are supposed to put down your phone. You are supposed to be less digital, less connected to everything. It is a fantastic location to get away from the hustle and bustle of the city and just get some real good R&R in. Also, a really romantic spot. You have this fire pit that I already talked about. I can throw some pictures of how amazing it was last night. Just the experience of the fire pit running, and I was able to actually sit in the hot tub, and I was able to stargaze last night. It was phenomenal. Now again, I didn't show any of that. The whole outdoor space is probably the same square footage of the inside space, and that is why I spent so much time here at the beginning of the video. If you haven't been to Sedona, it is an experience that you absolutely need to get to. All right, so now let's step inside the house. Greeted by glacier almost immediately, and now we are inside of the tiny home. This is the grow at Tiny Camp Sedona. Right when you enter, you have your little, I call it a book nook area. Perfect place to sit down, maybe get some reading done. If you are more of like a digital person, get your Kindle out or your iPad or whatever it is, you can flip through it that way, or even have a hard copy book. I actually just came up with a book idea while I was staying here last night. It was actually this morning when I was drinking my coffee out on the deck with Glacier. I was able to come up with a beautiful book idea that I personally want to write. So maybe that was just happened while I was here. I don't know. The square footage of this place, I don't know offhand. They do have full heat. They have full water. They have, flushable toilet. It might not be a standard tiny house on wheels, but it is a tiny home considered by square footage. You do have this mini split system right here. I did not need to turn that on. There's even a sign that says not in use. There is a remote control for it. So I don't think they actually use this mini split system, so don't worry about that. The book nook, Glacier is obsessed with this chair. She immediately claimed it when I got in. Really good design. Now, if I was to live here more permanently, then I'd probably use that as like a storage area, but it is kind of like a great area for obviously some plants, some storage. They get maybe some blankets up there, maybe a fan. There, you will see throughout the whole house, you'll see like a pipe design. I love using these kind of like industrial pipes. I built my entire tiny house kind of based off of these pipes. So with the industrial pipes with the wood feel, it looks like it's a cedar plank. Why is cedar so good? Well, it actually takes bugs away, and it also smells good. So there's that. Obviously, right when you come in, I want to make sure you take your shoes off. So I should have done that. Sorry, Tiny Camp Sedona. Take your shoes off. All of your lighting and controls are here. You do have a ceiling fan right up above me. And you have an outside light. And then you have an air conditioner that actually has been on this whole time. It's set to 75 degrees. And you have a heater for the winter, just in case you want to get a winter getaway here. I actually got some work done. There is that's my camera bag. And I found out why I'm so obsessed with Sedona. The color of that bag is actually called Sedona Orange. It's a made by Wandered. This is not a sponsored video by them, but I love that camera bag and I love that color orange. It's one of my favorite colors. I loved it so much I actually bought their duffel bag in that. So the orange kind of was my selling point, but it's called a Sedona Orange, which, funny enough, I'm here in Sedona. Ladder going up into the loft. That is the sleeping quarters. Not really much else up there other than the sleeping quarters. I have a fan running up there. It keeps it nice and cool up there. What I do love about it, and what I was talking about outside, is the treehouse effect. You've got windows all around the upper loft section. It feels like you're in a treehouse. I woke up in the morning, I opened up the blind, and I felt like I was in a treehouse. I don't know how else to say that other than it was an amazing, relaxing feeling. Where the bag is actually where I got some computer work done. This table was able to come right up to me. I got some work done on my computer. Yes, I was supposed to disconnect digitally, but come on, I work all the time. You even have yoga mats, by the way. Tiny Camp Sedona provides yoga mats for you, so you can do outdoor yoga, bathing in the sun. Towels here for obviously towel needs, whether you're using it out of the hot tub or you're using it for shower. Here's the kitchen, and I talk a lot about on my channel the design and the usage of space. This is an extremely smaller tiny house than what you'll see maybe online with other people, but it's roughly 8 feet wide, and if I had to guess, maybe 16 feet long, with a loft space above the kitchen and bathroom area. But the usage of space in this tiny house is phenomenally done well. Phenomenally done well. Just how about just phenomenal? How about that? The entrance, the little book nook area, workspace done here. You can have built-ins, but it's easier just to do a ladder going up into the loft. It's not impeding on any traffic done. And then you have this L-shaped kitchen back here, which is perfect. Now, I didn't bring any groceries. I was only here for the night. But if you were to book a weekend stay or even like a week stay, you could cook everything here with an oven. That's all you really need. I played with this little lamp that was kind of just cool, and I just thought it was like a really nice little nifty. You can see it's like a little lighthouse lamp. It was just nifty. The Tiny Camp merchandise, kind of like on an honor code. You go there, you can purchase at tinycamp.com/shop. They even had spices for me if I needed to use them. Beautiful countertop. It's a solid surface, refrigerator down low. Again, you're not living in this full time. Maybe you'll book a month, but the fridge is plenty big for you. The beautiful thing about having an under counter refrigerator, which by the way, I had in my tiny house, it opens up all of the room that you would maybe take up an entire fridge here, right? Or maybe the entire fridge here. It takes up a lot of room. And again, you're only in a 16 by 8, maybe 18 by 8 foot space. You're not gonna need that much fridge. I mean, you can make do with what you got. Plenty of drawers, plenty of storage. Again, it's easy. Sink here, microwave there if you want to use it. You have all your plates and dishes. And then here's the bathroom. Let's take a look at it. Less is more. Design, functionality, that's all you need. Obviously, there's a light switch right there. Turned it on for you guys. Toilet, and then you have a semi-transparent door that's on a slider, barn door style. I love this thick glass. I love the idea of that. It gives it still an open feel when you have a glass door like this. I took a shower in here. Obviously, it's a tiny house, so you're gonna get a tiny shower. However, I fit in here. As you guys saw, I'm a big dude, or I'm a bigger guy than what an average person is. I'm about 5'8", 5'9", fit in here easily, plenty of room. I could see this shower fitting somebody easily over 6 foot. I am roughly 200 pounds, so again, I had plenty of room to move around in this space. Just like a hotel would have, they have all of their Tiny Camp, shower, body wash, shampoos, etc. and so forth. With the toilet, it works out perfectly. As you guys can see, I fit through the door quite nicely. Bathroom, kitchen, living area, all the light switches you need. We've got heat, we've got running water, we've got a toilet that flushes. You've got an outdoor space that is meant to relax you and facilitate all of your needs that you possibly would need to get done. Hope you guys enjoyed the Tiny Camp Sedona. This is the grow house. Again, perfect for a weekend getaway, a week getaway, maybe even with a date. Definitely want to come check them out and check out all the amazing amenities that Sedona has to offer, and we'll see you guys next time.